Okay, let's go back to the small world experiment. Stanley Milgram's small world experiment, which concluded that the average number of degrees of separation between any two people in the United States is 6. Okay, so I'm going to reveal a couple more pieces of information about this study that you'll find interesting. What Stanley Milgram did before beginning the study, he needed to recruit people to be part of it. And these were the participants in Wichita, Kansas, and Omaha, Nebraska. To get people to participate in the study, Milgram posted ads which were designed to recruit people who were, quote, and these were exact words that were used in his promotion, proud of their social skills and confident of their powers to reach someone across class barriers. So, in posting ads such as this, he was attempting to get people who probably had a better chance or maybe acted on the ad because they felt that they had a better chance of reaching the person in Boston. Some packets never reached the Boston contact. So what do we do with that data? How many degrees of separation is that considered to be if it never reached there? And then there's another issue. How could participants know ahead of time the shortest path through their social network to the Boston contact? So these are 3 issues that you kind of should look at critically with regard to his experiment. The first one were people that were recruited for this experiment. Were they people that were generally outgoing, had a lot of friends? Is that why they participated? It seems that Stanley Milgram's ad directly targeted that sort of person. And if this study is to make a conclusion about the entire U.S. population, well, we're not quite sure that the sample was representative. And then, of course, the last bullet, how could participants know ahead of time the shortest path? Here's an example what I'm talking about. Let's suppose some study participant in Kansas needs to get to the Boston contact. Now the study participant makes their best guess and chooses a path that goes through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees of separation. Let's suppose that if the study participant knew ahead of time that a different path would have been shorter, could have gone through 1, 2, 3 degrees of separation. Now, how could the study participant actually know that? Now, if the conclusion of the study was that the average U.S. person has 6 degrees of separation with anybody else, well, we're missing the fact that the participants don't know ahead of time their truly shortest degree of separation. So, could the sample data be trusted? And the answer really is no. It was not representative of the U.S. population. Milgram only sampled people from Wichita and Omaha, and he only sampled people who were interested in the experiment, maybe attracted by the ad. We don't know if we really got a full representative sample of all types of people. Maybe people who didn't have a lot of friends, or people who were not interested in or too busy to conduct to go through the process of the experiment. If you're conducting a statistical experiment, it's got to be very representative of the population, and it should be free of errors if people are expected to trust the results of the experiment. So that is one of the lessons we could learn by looking at Stanley Milgram's study. While it's become very popular as a Kevin Bacon game, there are issues with the study, and it's not entirely accurate. So in summary, what this lecture did for us today. It was just an introduction to statistics. We saw that we have two branches of statistics. We talk about descriptive and inferential. Descriptive statistics was the pictures of the hockey pucks, where we get a conclusion based on looking at something that's pictorial in nature. Inferential statistics is the process of using sample data to come to a conclusion about a population. We showed how statistics can be used, and we showed how it can be misused. We point out the shortcomings of the Milgram experiment. And in the future, coming up, chapters 2 and 3, we're going to explore ways to describe and summarize collections of data. And that is it for chapter 1. Later, after chapter 2 and 3, we will start using techniques of inferential statistics to make educated conclusions about a data collection. And that is it for chapter 1. If you needed to pause and review any of the material in this lecture, feel free to go back and watch the video again. This, again, was an introductory chapter, not too much math, just a bunch of definitions that you have to become familiar with. We'll start doing the actual math and statistical techniques starting in the next lecture. So I look forward to seeing you then. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me through the discussion tool. If you have any personal questions, you can always email me. Take care for now.